A room where you're spending a lot of time in. I know I am as well. And when it comes to waffles, let's face it, can you love where you live any more than when you smell the waffles in your kitchen and know that those are gonna come out hot and crispy and perfect? That's what the Chefman Volcano Waffle Maker is all about. The perfect waffle. I think all of us have tried to do the waffles. Maybe the batter ends up a little irregular sometimes. This solves all of that because look what happens. You pour the batter in here, it distributes it equally, and you can even adjust the crispness so that, because I don't really like my waffles too crispy, but my daughter does. So you can even personalize those. Feature price today, $51.69, 3 flex payments. We have Stephanie Roberts joining us via Skype. And Stephanie, it's been so much fun getting to see everybody's kitchens. We're gonna peek around and see where you live.
I do love where I live. Hey, Allison, it's great to see you. I have missed you, but I have been busy working at home. And let me tell you, this Chefman waffle maker is absolutely awesome. Check it out right here. It looks like a volcano here cooking on my counter. Do you see how the batter is bubbled up on top? That is so much better than bubbling out the sides. Because usually when we make Belgian waffles, we put the lid down, it starts to cook. We want that fluffiness. That's the baking powder reacting within the waffle mix, which is what you want, but usually it goos out the sides. And especially if you're doing it tabletop, it just makes a mess. This one just beeped to tell me we are ready. A click of the open lid and we are good to go. But what I like so much about this is that there's the mess. And oh, look at this. There is my gorgeous waffle. Now, did you see how that literally comes right off my non-stick? So I'm going to put this on a plate, and oh, Alice, you are about to be sad that you are not loving my kitchen with me right now. 100% non-stick, peels right off. I'm gonna plate this with some chicken strips. And I don't know about you, but I'm thinking a good way to start this morning, a little bit of chicken and waffles, because think about this, waffles are not just for breakfast. We can make them savory, we can make them sweet, but we just made it with absolutely no mess. So let me walk you through exactly what the Chefman waffle maker is all about. One of the things I like so much about it is it's got this digital pad in front so that all I'm doing is picking my buttons. So crunch factor. It's not a 1 through 7, kind of range where you have to figure out what you like. I'm going to go ahead. I heard Alice say she doesn't like them too crunchy. So let's go fluffy. You have your choice of fluffy, crispy, extra crispy, or classic. So we're going to go with fluffy. Then we hit start and the unit starts to preheat. Now this one is hot and ready to go. Here's what makes Chefman different. First of all, you get a nice pouring cup, so I know exactly how much batter to use. There's no guessing. I'm not gonna have some big overflow while I try to figure out how much I need. This is what I need. So now I go ahead and pour it in the top. Again, I'm not guessing where to pour it into the waffle maker. I can do it right into the top. So this is why it's called the volcano. It literally is built like a volcano. You can see the hole on the top. That's where the batter pours in. And that spout itself is actually removable, which certainly makes for easy cleaning. But you can see how with the shape of it, it directs it all down into the waffle maker. Now, automatically, my waffle maker starts counting down. I can get a fluffy waffle literally in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So you see that volcano hole there. That is the difference with the volcano waffle maker. And what I love so much now that I'm cooking, I'm gonna give you a little tilt here. You can start to see the batter. Do you see it bubbling up on the top? Now, you don't have to have it bubble. I admit I put just a little too much in there sometimes because it's kind of really cool when it bubbles up the top. But more than anything, it's just a reminder that any extra batter is going to come out the top and not off the sides. I love that this is removable. I love that I get the measuring cup, so it's perfect every time. I love that I get a cleaning tool. I don't know about you, but since I've been spending more time hanging out at home, I feel like all I do is clean. I clean the counters, I clean the dishes, everybody eats all the time, and that's okay. I enjoy the cooking, but I don't enjoy the cleanup. So Chefman's keeping it easy so that we have an easy grid cleaner for any of our accessories. But I'll tell you the one thing I have found you don't have to clean is the actual waffle iron itself. The non-stick is awesome. No spray needed, no oil, no butter. I have not touched either of these waffle irons with anything other than the batter, and it's gonna pop off every time. And we got creative this morning. I made a little bit of a tie-dye waffle early this morning as well. You can see I took different types of batter. And again, I used my measuring cup as my base measure, but I then used food coloring in and then had it all equal 1 cup. So you can get as creative as you want. We made them over the weekend with chocolate chips. So you can still put mix-ins in your batter if you like that. But we've got chicken and waffles, we've got tie-dyed waffles, we've got strawberry and whipped cream waffles. Oh, you add fruit and it is such an awesome breakfast. And Alice, we are about 27 seconds away from your fluffy waffle, and you will be able to enjoy some breakfast as well. But I do really love the fact that it's definitely, you know, push the button and walk away. It's 100% automatic. You can see right now, not one bit of drippy drop around the edges. All of my little bubbles are up top, which is exactly where I want them. I like the digital countdown, 2, 1, waffles, beep, and it instructs me to open. And what do I get when I open? Oh, look at that. Not a bit of nonstick spray. There is a light golden brown and fluffy waffle. The edges are perfect. The shape is perfect. Literally, this looks like a magazine. And here's what I like the best. All the mess, and I'll pop it out and show you, contained right here in the top. Cleanup is a breeze. Alice, am I making you hungry?
And I think I see my name somewhere on that waffle. It says Alice with a Y. I'm sure of it. I love where you live, I know right now, because I can only imagine how great that smells, the smell of fresh waffles. But you know, waffles are a little bit tricky. You know, they're tricky to get it, even when you have a waffle iron. It's hard to get it where it distributes evenly. This takes all that away. This is gonna make sure that you get the perfect waffle every time. I love that it's under 3 minutes, because some of the other waffle irons can really take some time. And you know, typically you have to make a couple of them to share with everybody, to feed everybody at the same time. And I hate it when nobody is eating at the same time, when it's staggered. This, you're gonna be able to pop them right out in a couple of minutes. 3 flex payments. We only have about 900 of these to go around. And Stephanie, just love the way that waffles have come into their own now. I think that there's a big movement afoot. I think it's called Will It Waffle. And they're doing everything now. All kinds of different, even like cornbread mixes, different things where they're making these waffles that are sweet and savory. It's kind of fun.
It is so fun, and we've done that. You know, we took the chicken and waffles for the first one, but even though this has a different design than your typical waffle maker, again, I'm gonna take my batter and I'm gonna pour it into the waffle top. You can see this one getting ready to bubble up. You can still get creative. You could make a cornmeal mix. You could make, I saw a carrot cake waffle mix with some shredded carrots. The only thing is you just wanna make sure whatever you mix into the batter is thin enough that you can put it right through the top here, because this is essentially what you're pouring through. This is the volcano portion, if you will. So as long as the batter fits through there, there is nothing you can't make. And for me, it's just the cleanup being way easier than any other waffle iron I've ever dealt with. In fact, this is kind of fun. This is what I just poked out. I poked out the top of it. You can see the creativity there of things you can do. But rather than having to scrape it off the counter and scrape it off the edges, this little bit is what bubbled up into my volcano. It peels right out. I wipe this off and I'm good to go. So the ease of use gets a 10 out of 10 for me. But most importantly is, how does it cook? And I'm telling you, time and time again, the waffle is perfect. I also love the fact that I don't have to use any nonstick spray, because anytime you put nonstick spray on any of your appliances, it kind of gums them up. You know, after a couple of minutes you get that, or a couple of uses, you get that sticky feeling on your appliances. This nonstick that Chefman is giving us is so incredibly high quality. I don't have to add anything. So that's gonna keep the waffle iron lasting over and over and over. I have a griddle that didn't have a real high quality nonstick that I was using, so I kept having to spray it. After about a month, it just had that tacky feeling and everything started to stick. When you get high quality nonstick from the beginning, you end up with an appliance that lasts and lasts and lasts. So between the volcano shape, which is spill proof, the nonstick, and this digital touchpad where I pick my crunch factor, and Alice, for you, I picked fluffy, I am good to go waffle after waffle. We're having a big breakfast here, Alice.
I love it. I love the waffle cake. That's my favorite, actually. I might have to try that at home. And you know, even in this delivery society now that we have become, if you try to get like breakfast delivered, it just never works out. You're gonna need to make your waffles at home. Why not try this today? Stephanie, thank you so much. What a pretty kitchen you have too. I love it.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
Good
Another
to
waffle
see you
ready.
too. Okay, well, you enjoy that and stay in the ordering process for that. I think this is something that's going to be a lot of fun in your home, help you love where you live a little bit more, and maybe we're going to make it a lot better in terms of loving where you live, because who doesn't